New at 6 tonight from the Target 12 investigators. Officials have ruled a Rhode Island Supreme Court justice violated the state code of ethics.
The complaint is tied to a Supreme Court ruling on a Catholic priest molestation case that involved 141 victims.
Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau joins us now live in studio with what he's uncovered.
The Ethics Commission complaint was filed in 2016 by an alleged victim of the late Father Brendan Smith, who alleged she was sexually abused in East Greenwich in the late 60s.
It never even entered my mind.
Justice Francis X. Flaherty wrote the unanimous Supreme Court ruling against the appeal filed by Helen Hyde. She came forward in the 90s after the statute of limitations on her civil complaint had expired in what a friend who attended the ethics hearing said was a case of recovered memory.
She's one of a number of survivors I know whose recovered memory is believable, certain in my view.
They like to have a judge as president.
Hyde claims it was a conflict for Justice Flaherty to rule on her case while not disclosing he was president of the St. Thomas More Society, a nonprofit that her complaint says promotes the study by Catholic lawyers of the application of Christian principles to modern problems. The society works with the Diocese of Providence for the annual Red Mass, marking the opening of the judicial term.
And I think survivors are understandably concerned about the activities of the society, about the Red Mass, about what that might mean for their cases.
Justice Flaherty told us afterwards there was no conflict in Hyde's case, which he emphasized involved a unanimous Supreme Court decision that upheld a lower court ruling. Flaherty told the Ethics Commission he did not knowingly and willfully omit his Thomas More Society involvement, instead saying it never crossed his mind, since the organization has no budget or building and rarely meets. He did testify his obligation to disclose the information was debatable, but possibly required.
I suppose looking back on it now, after having gone through all this, perhaps.
Today's unanimous decision came with a $200 fine. Justice Flaherty said he will appeal to Superior Court. The complainant, Helen Hyde, did not attend the hearing, but did comment afterwards, saying she was pleased with the decision, but troubled Flaherty, quote, concealed his role with the society. With the Target 12 investigators, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.